Hey everybody, it's Sean with the Good Dog, and we've got Mr. Mac here. He's not paying any attention at all. We're doing our how-to videos. We're updating our how-to videos here. We're going to do a little place command for you guys today. So place command, as you guys all know, if you've watched any of our other videos where we're actually working with dogs that are in our program, is a huge part of our program. It has a gigantic effect on state of mind. A lot of people just think of it as like a management tool to keep dogs from like charging the door or counter surfing or misbehaving. And it's great for that, but its effects are much more profound than that. Its true benefit is really in the state of mind shifts that it will cause for your dog. So starting to limit your dog's freedom has a fairly profound impact on the way your dog feels about you and feels about the environment. You'll start to see your dog be more respectful, more courteous, but you'll also start to see stress and anxiety and things like those start to reduce, especially if you do the duration work that we talk about a lot. So once you get this command down and you teach your dog to stay in place for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour and a half, you'll start to see some pretty profound changes in your dog's state of mind. Typically dogs are allowed to just kind of wander to and fro, and a lot of them develop behavior issues because they're just wandering around. What am I going to do here? Am I going to bark at this? How do I feel about the door? This kind of changes all that, kind of flips it and says, none of that stuff's your job. You don't need to be stressed about everything. You don't need to be worried about who's at the door, who's walking by the window, is mom walking out of the room. I mean, it's great for separation anxiety. It's great for so many things. So if we've got an aggressive dog, if we've got a separation anxiety dog, if we've got a fearful dog, if we've got a pushy dog, all of those dogs benefit tremendously from the place command for similar reasons and different reasons. So I just want you guys to really wrap your head around that it's much more than just a management tool. It's about serious change in your dog's state of mind stuff. So that said, I'm going to get Mac here. It looks like he's ready to pass out. And Mac just joined us today about an hour and a half ago. He's a rescue dog. He's had no prior training that I know of, except that he's been on a prong, and I know that they've walked him a bit. So he's got some of that stuff down, but I don't, and maybe a little like sit for food or something like that, but he doesn't have any kind of like real training stuff. So he's pretty green, but he's a gentle, kind of easygoing guy. But basically I'm going to show you how I teach the place command from the very beginning, and then hopefully through to some Mac actually staying there for a decent amount of time as we kind of move around, add some very like beginning distraction stuff. So that's it, let's check it out. So I'm going to start one side like this, bring him up, pause. Once again, it's to differentiate this, that we're actually, when I give him the command, it means something different. We're not just moving. So by having him pause, I'm going to create the association that this is something separate, but I'm also challenging him once again to be aware of, hey, where did Sean go? He stopped. I should stop too. So it's about tuning in, connection, respectful, courteous behavior, even as I'm teaching him something else, which is a totally different command here. Pause. Place. Right. So I say the word, usher him on, gently with the leash. I'm not popping the leash, I'm not doing anything like that. I'm just guiding him on, and then a little bit of light pressure to let him know that I want him to stay there. I'm also using my body as a cue as well. I'm staying right here, so all the information that I'm using with him, they're all pointing to what I want, so I want to help him learn. So I give the command, walk him on, little leash pressure lets him know, hey, this is where Sean wants me, and I'll also start adding the word good as a marker to give him additional information. When I want him to move off this, I'm going to say the word and then move it. Let's go. Come from the other side, pause. Place. Good. Good boy. Right? So a lot of information going to Mac that's telling him where I want him. So guiding him on, verbal marker saying good, which is telling him, oh, I just did something good, must be where I'm at right here. So he's going to figure out that that word means I want you right here. So that's helping him. My body where it's at, and if he would have moved any further, a little leash pressure, but he's already moving really well through this. Let's go. Come on. Place. Good. This is a good boy. So I'm just going to start moving through the process. Little leash pressure because he started to move a little bit past me. Place. Good. Boy. Let's go. Place. Good. Now, I have a suspicion that people have done some stuff with treats with him. Just the way he's engaging, and when I say good, I think he's probably used to getting something. I know somebody is, the person that dropped him off today said he knew sit, I think, with a treat. So that's kind of what it looks like he's got going on right now. When I said good, I see this, do I get paid right now? So, and that's one of the reasons that I'm not a big food guy, is because I don't want that excitement, and I want him more tuned in rather than, is it payday, is it payday? I just want him like, oh cool, this is what you want me to do. I want it relationship-based rather than treat-based. Let's go. Personally, I think it helps him learn more quickly. I think it's clearer for the dog. Less excitement going on, the more he can focus. It's like me asking you to take a test and like plying you with treats and goodies and all sorts of stuff, or you're going to be less focused on what you need to do. Place. Good. Let's go. Place. Good. Now, my first step of starting to challenge him and see how he's learning is to start to move a little bit past the spot like this. So as I start to move past it, it's going to tell me, is he actually staying on this object? Or is he just moving in relation to my body? And I don't want him moving in relation to my body, so this is my first challenge to start to see how much he's learning and to start to kind of reinforce or deepen his understanding of the command. Let's go. Place. Good. No. So you can see how important the body cues are, but you can also see how a dog can become dependent on the body cues and not actually learn it on their own. So that's why you really have to break that association of it's where your body's at. Now I want it to be, it's where the object's at. Let's go. Come on, buddy boy. Place. Good. So that little bit of leash pressure, you saw how I had my hand like this? So I walked up, I started to put the leash out like this, so this way I'm able to correct and tell him where I want him, but I don't want to cue him with tight leash. I want to let him make the mistake if he's going to make it, and then I lift up like this, correct, but you notice that I still managed to move by him. So I did a lot of things at the same time. I cued him with the verbal, letting him know that was where I wanted him. Then I started to move by. I set myself up with a hand in case he didn't stop, which he didn't. Added the leash pressure and a verbal no, but the body ended up over here. So you can see it from his perspective. Oh, Sean's here, but he wants me to stay right here. So it's the beginnings of him learning about what I'm looking for from him. Let's go. Come on, buddy. Place. Good. That's a good boy. Good. So no leash pressure needed that time. He actually held himself back a little bit more, and my body came past him, which is good. It's a good indicator that I know he's starting to get what I'm looking for. Let's go. And as I move through the process, eventually I'm going to start, I'll start fading, pausing over here. I'll stop pausing, and I'll just walk him on, which will become its own challenge on its own in a different way. Hang with me. Place. Good. Nope. So it might sound like a lot of leash pressure because of the noise of the prong, but I'm not really sharing a lot. He's a pretty strong guy, so I have to make sure I give enough to actually get him to recognize it and slow his body down, but I'm not giving him a real pop. That's still just kind of leash pressure conversation. Let's go. Once he knows what I'm looking for, and if he's still not buying in or still not getting it, I might share firmer leash pressure to get him to understand what I'm looking for, get him to buy in or get him to tune in, something like that if I need to. Right now I don't really need that. Place. Good. Nope. There you go. Let's go. Come on, buddy boy. Place. Good. That's a good boy. Good boy. Let's go. So he's doing better on that side, struggling a little bit more with this one. Place. Good. Good boy. That's the one. Let's go. He's saying it. Less of my yakety yak and he'll actually learn. That's what he's looking for. Place. Good. Nope. A little bit of a sharper pop, but still not a lot of pressure on it. You'll notice that when I give the good marker, I'm actually saying it a little bit earlier than when he's perfectly centered. Because he's walking on, I'm probably saying when his back legs still aren't completely on, and you might say it seems early. That's because I need his mind to process what I'm saying and have time to stop himself. So if I wait till he's perfect and I say good, he's probably going to walk off. So what's happening is, he's like this, part of him's on, I say good, he goes, oh, that's where he wants me? He has more time to actually stop his body. Let's go. Come on, bud. Let's do it. Place. Good. Good boy. Good. Let's go. My goal is to be able to keep moving and drop the leash, which we'll get to. Dog barking, distracted. So turn him in a little bit. There we go. So we just had some bad dogs out there, and it's not fair for him to have too much distraction early on like this. Down the line it would be cool, but barky, snarky dogs, we don't want to make it too hard for him. So now I walk around him, challenge him that just because I'm moving doesn't mean he comes off there. It's another part of our building block process of teaching him that I can move anywhere, but it doesn't mean he's going anywhere. Let's go. I'm going to do a couple more reps of pausing, and then I'm going to start to just walk him all the way on. Place. Good. Clean it up for him. He did pretty good. Good. He's strong. There we go. And you'll notice I'm also starting to move a little more quickly past place. So that's also giving me information about how much he's learning. Can he really take me moving pretty quickly and differentiate and slow himself down even as the handler's moving by it. Let's go. Good, you're doing so good. Come on, big boy. Place. Good. Nope. Now he's had several reps, so that was a little bit more of a sharper pressure. Still not a lot for this guy, but just enough. I just want to make sure he's realizing what I'm looking for. So now I'm going to start to not pause. I'm going to just walk him right on. It's going to be the next level of challenge. Come on, buddy. Place. Good. Good boy. Look at you. That's great. That's great. Let's go. Just walk right up. Place. Good boy. So that was actually not the best verbal marker for me. Instead of just saying straight good, I said good boy, and it was a little more celebratory. So probably didn't help him out that time, making it as easy as I could. Let's go. I get excited too. Here, buddy. No, come on. Place. Good. See, when I do the verbal marker right, I get better reactions out of him. Let's go. Come on, buddy. Here we go. Let's see the good stuff. Place. Good. That's a good boy. I'm just about ready to drop the leash because he's doing such great stuff with me, giving him totally loose leash, no cues about where I want him, body moving quickly by, and he's still hanging right there. I'll do a quick sachet around him. A little pat just to check him in, see how he's doing with a little tension. Not too bad. Let's go. Come on, buddy. Okay, that's good. Place. Good. That was a little bit of a weird one. He got kind of tied up a little bit. Let's try it again. Let's go. And here we go. Place. Good. Nope. So, drop the leash. Dogs know when the leash is in your hand, when the leash is not in your hand. So you tend to get different behavior when you drop the leash. So that's another level of seeing where he's at. So we'll just check it out and work him through it. Let's go. Come on, buddy. Let's go. awesome. Very nice. Let's go. Looking pretty good. Place. Good. Nope. Correction. Guidance. So, steps off, verbal correction, no. Physical consequence, usher him back on. If you miss that order, you're going to struggle. So the verbal is letting him know the second he did it that he did the wrong thing, that I don't like it, so he goes, oh, that's not what I'm supposed to be doing. Physical consequence makes him actually value the verbal correction, and then I guide him back to where I want him. No anger, no yelling, no raised voices, nice and easy. Let's go. Place. Good. Nope. Go. Good. So just a little bit of a leash correction, just to let him know that even with me moving, even with the leash drop, you still need to be paying attention. You still need to mind this object. Let's go. Place. Good. Good boy. Even with dog bark distraction. Very nice. Very nice. Leash. What's he think? Doesn't mean anything. Doing so good. Doing so good. Let's go. This guy's looking so awesome. A lot of this has to do because he doesn't have any state of mind issues. So he just wants to learn, I'm not working against, I don't want to do it, I can't stand listening to people, I've never listened to a human in my life, I'm too scared, freaked out, anxious about the world around me, all that stuff. He doesn't have any of that stuff, so he's got a pretty smooth situation where all he needs is, what do you need from me? So we're just teaching rather than having to do a lot of state of mind work with this guy. But that doesn't mean that this guy can't benefit from the state of mind that will come from having structure, rules, and being held accountable and all that stuff. He'll get better than he already is, but you can just see we're dealing with a fundamentally pretty easy guy. Do a couple more and then we'll wrap this up. Come on, bud. Come on, let's go. Place. Good. That's awesome, buddy. That's so awesome. That's so awesome. You look so good. One last one for the road, maybe? Let's go. Come on, bud. Here we go. Place. Good. Do a walk around, see if you can hold it. You see all the decisions? Now that, a lot of people would go, oh, his paw's off. I'm looking for the intention. His intention felt like he was minding the perimeter there, and probably just didn't even realize that his leg was off. It's such a minor infraction. Some people might correct him for that. If I saw him being like state of mind wise in a pushy way, I might correct him. I don't see anything here that I don't like, so I'm going to let him pass on that. It's a pretty easy one. A bit of distraction. No. Now that I have to correct. Nope. Little pop. Guide him back. Once again, verbal correction. Physical consequence. Guidance. Right? In that order. The better you do that stuff, the quicker your verbal correction comes out to mark what you didn't like, the more finely tuned you get with your consequence being just what the dog needs, not too much, not too little, just right. And then the ushering back, and then keeping your energy really matter of fact and neutral, so you're not adding any emotional baggage to the conversation. Because even with a correction, if the correction is right but the energy's wrong, you're going to affect the way the guy's feeling about the whole process. So I just want him to get information. I just want him to know, I didn't like that, but I'm not mad at him. I didn't like that, or I need something else, or he wasn't supposed to do that, but he's not in trouble. He's not a bad guy, and our relationship isn't in a rocky place. So that's pretty great. I think we'll just let it go there because that's so rock and roll. So that's place command. Majorly great stuff comes from this behavior, so I encourage everybody to do it. And if you can do duration stuff, once you get your guy to this, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour and a half, do it, man. I'm telling you, you'll get so much benefit from this, it will blow your mind. Great stuff from your dog. So that's it. That's Mac. I'm Sean with The Good Dog. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys soon. Thanks.